Good morning, Greensburg, Keystone Church. You are just a blessing in my life, and I want to let you know, for all of you that have reached out, for all of you that have texted, emailed, called, whatever it is, and just encouraged me, I just want to let you know that I am thankful for the support system and the community that I get in my life. I think these times have made me realize just how valuable that is. And I am just extremely grateful for all of you. And I am extremely grateful that I get to do what I love every single day. And I get to do it with some of the people that I love the most in this world. And so thank you so much for standing with me, supporting me. I love you. I love your family. And I'm really appreciative of just all that you are. So we're in our encouraging quarantine devotion time, and we're going to spend some time just looking at a short thought in the Bible. This is not a good replacement for your everyday devotion. My goal is not to give you all the Bible that I think that you need for the day. I really encourage you to spend some time in God's Word for yourself, studying a little bit more than one or two verses like we tend to look at here in these. But it's something that I'm passionate about and that I love. It's something that I do daily. It's not something that I would ask anybody of or ask anybody to do and then I just not do it. But I really encourage you to have something other than just this. But I am very thankful that you're here for this. I'm going to be in James this morning. And I'm going to be looking at James. And there's a principle in James that I think applies right now, because there's a lot of people that are trying to figure all of this return back thing with the medical professionals, with the economy, with all of this. It's a complicated, let's just be honest. Nobody's got it figured out. Nobody understands it fully. Nobody knows what exactly is going to happen. And everybody knows that if we don't do it right, the weight of this decision is serious. And you're going to be, you're watching the government make those decisions. You're watching our leaders make those decisions, and you're in your armchair criticizing or cheering on or whatever it is that you're doing. And I get all that, but here's the reality. Your family is going to have to make those same decisions. You're going to have to lead your family in those decisions. So what do you do with all this information? Because we've seen tons of reports that can be extremely scary, and we've seen tons of reports that were false. And so the numbers are just huge, and it's an overwhelming thought. So how do we, as people, how do we lead our families back into this? Because there are ramifications in our small community and our small families as well. I'm feeling it now with the church. How do we return back to what we're doing? How do we make that transition? So with that, I have a verse that I like to go to. It's something that I pray for every day, and I want to encourage you to adopt it as one of your prayers as well. It says in James chapter 1, verse 5, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God." That's simple, right? If you are lacking wisdom and you're needing help with ginormous, weighty decisions or seemingly small, not as weighty decisions, ask God. Ask God for wisdom. Don't ask God to do it for you or to fix it all for you, anything like that. But you can ask God for wisdom. Why would you ask God for wisdom? Because it says, He gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. But let him ask in faith, with no doubting. For the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. For that person must not suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. Here's the thought. If you are feeling overwhelmed and you are struggling with the decisions that you have to make, ask God for wisdom. Why? Because God has an overabundant supply of wisdom piled up, stored everywhere, ready to be distributed, and He's looking for people to give it to, and He desires to give it to you. So if you're leading, whether it be a business, whether it be a family, whether it be a spouse, whatever it is, ask God for wisdom, because you'll need it. Keep going, and I promise you, if you're praying for it and you're asking for that wisdom, and you're receiving that wisdom, I promise you, God will see you through this. Keep your head up, keep going, and thanks for joining me. Have a good day.